Hello and welcome back. We're so glad you're here today. Come and join the Young Toddler group as we interact and play. My name is Tamika Reese and I'll be your guide through this virtual visit. This week, we're going to focus on the parent-child interaction, and we actually have two parent-child interactions, so it's a double visit. We're going to talk about the develop-centered parenting, and we're also going to focus on the family well-being. All right, let's get started. So, before we begin our lesson, we're going to start off with the welcoming song. And the welcome song is to help our child get focused, to help them understand that they're going to transition into a different activity, get ready for their learning, and being able to put on their understanding that this is their time for them to spend with you and have this learning opportunity together. So our welcome song is Hello. So we're going to start off with Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. So my name is Miss Tamika. So I'm saying Miss Tamika's here, Miss Tamika's here. Hello, and how are you? And then I'm going to answer, I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. So then after you do that, you're going to introduce everyone that's in the room with you. So you're going to go to mommy, daddy, sister, brother, whomever else is going to be in the doing the activity with you. So next we're going to have our read aloud. So remember, when you're reading to your book, we're going to continue to introduce our child to the parts of the book. So we're going to talk about the front of the book, the spine of the book, and the back of the book. So the name of our book for this week is We Love to Sing Along, a collection of 4 preschool favorites. So with this one, you're just going to go along, read the book. Remember, you're going to tell your child that the words go from left to right. And when you're reading along, sometimes you can go make sure you kind of go underline under the words that you're reading, because it helps them understand that words have meaning and these letters represent different sounds that are being made. So the title of our book is We Love to Sing Along. Ooh. So our first one, You Are My Sunshine. So it's You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Oh, this is a nice book. What's our next one? The More We Get Together. So these are some songs that we've actually sung here. So the more we get together, together, together. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Your friends are my friends, 'cause my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. And then you're like, let's turn the page. So remember, you're talking to your child. Tell to them about what you're doing. So you're like, rain, rain, go away. And then when you're reading the book, talk to them. What do you think is happening? Are they inside or outside? Oh, what is this called? What do you see on the umbrella? Little ducks? Yes, and look, why do you think she has the bear? Oh, she has on a yellow raincoat. What is the yellow raincoat for? So asking these questions to help your child understand different concepts that go along. So it says, rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. The little children want to play. So rain, rain, go away. Hooray! Look, there's a rainbow. And our last song, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So these are all familiar nursery rhymes and lullabies that we sing with our children. So these should be some of the things that you're introducing to them now. So when they get to school, they'll be familiar with some of these songs and nursery rhymes. So it says, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. The end. I really hope you enjoyed our book. Just remember to kind of go over some of these songs and finger plays, these lullabies with your children. So our first parent-child interaction is entitled, Let's Go on a Picnic, Choosing Healthy Foods and Eating Together. So what you're going to need for this activity, you're going to need a picnic or sack lunch that you can take, a blanket or foldable chairs. So you can either do this at home in your living room, or you can either go to the park outside and do this with your child. So when we're doing this, I brought a little extras. I have the little baby doll here. I have some pretend items. I have the plates. I have spoons and a knife or you can use your fork. And then we have also like some drink. So these are things that you would have when you go have a picnic or go on eat a meal. These are things that you can do that you would normally have at the table. And I also have some pretend fruit here. So I'm going to use this instead of the real food. So what you're going to do is you're going to let your child help you put the food in the container. So it'll be good for you. You can start this before you actually do the picnic. You're going to work together to put healthy foods that you're going to take on your picnic. So the first thing, you invite your child, hey, we're going to go on a picnic. We're going to have a picnic today. Oh, you want to help me pack our lunch? And then you're going to do this together. So here I have healthy choices. First we have, what is this? A banana. And then another healthy choice I have are grapes. And then I have an apple, as you can see. And what is this? A slice of watermelon. Yummy. Miss Tamika likes all those fruits. So once you've unpacked your picnic, then you're going to reach your picnic spot. And then you're going to ask your child what they like to help you unpack. So you can either do this like really going outside to the park and having a picnic, or you could do this right in your living room, in the middle of the living room floor, together with your child. And then you're going to make sure you make them a part of the process. So once they do it, you're going to take this opportunity to encourage your child to choose amongst the food and set a good example by choosing healthy choices. So once you do this, there's different learning opportunities that you can have with this. So while you're having your picnic, you can be like, which one do you want? I want a banana. Talk to your child like, what color is this banana? Is this a good food or a healthy food or an unhealthy food? So is this a good food or always food or a sometime food? That's a good way to put it. Because it's okay to eat unhealthy food sometimes. So that's a way for you to explain to your child and help them understand how to make good choices when they're eating. So is this an always food or a sometimes food? So we know that fruits and vegetables and good proteins are all in always food. So that's just helping them understand how to make good choices when they're eating. Another thing you can do is you can talk about the different colors. So I'm going to give you the yellow banana. Mama's going to take the green grapes. And then that's a good way for you to help them focus on colors and things like that. And then you can kind of revert back to our activity from last week. Ooh, this is a green grape. Can you find something else that's in our environment that's green? So if you're at the park, ooh, can you find something else that's green here in the park? More than likely there'll be grass near you. So you're like, ooh, there's green grass. Or you can say, ooh, this is a yellow banana. Can you find me something else that's yellow? Oh, this is a red apple. Can you find me something else that's red? So this is a good way for you to kind of use the food and use it and make sure you're taking these learning opportunities and explore, taking every opportunity and making it a learning opportunity. So for this activity, there is a safety tip. It says, remember food safety when packing a picnic. Keep hot foods prepared in a thermos and cold foods in an insulated cooler bag. So we want to make sure we don't mix those things together, because we want to make sure if something is supposed to be cold, maybe like a tuna salad or something like that, we don't want to get it off temperature because it can help it would kind of spoil. So encourage your child to sit until they're finished chewing. You don't want them to choke while they're running or climbing. So make sure when after they finish eating their snack. I know sometimes if you're going to the park, it's very tempted to want to go play and things like that. So you want to make sure you encourage your child to make sure they chew and eat all their food before they go off to play. So when you're doing this activity, your parenting behavior is designing and guiding. So when you model good eating habits, you're encouraging your young child to develop them too. And also, our development-centered parenting, the development that we're going to focus on is the motor skills. Eating involves many small muscles, such as in your mouth, your tongue, and your fingers and hands. So that means that picking up and putting it, that hand-eye coordination. And also, we're going to talk about the social and emotional. Meals are opportunities for you to have fun, social connections. For older children, children like to feel independent, especially during meal times. So offering healthy choices, you help them choose to eat the right way and how much. So this is a good thing for you to do with your child. And also another way, the reason why I have the baby doll here, because if you're going to do this at home, maybe you could be like, ooh, can you help your child, your baby, feed them some grapes? Let's give them some healthy grapes. So that's also kind of helping with that dramatic play aspect also. So this is a good way for you to do this activity. So we're going to move on to our next activity. And our next activity is making a fruit salad. So that's another reason why I have this set up too, because it's a good way for you to kind of transition. So maybe you could do the fruit salad before you go to the park. So with the fruit salad, you're going to, our development opportunity, what we're going to do, we're going to focus on language. So we're going to encourage conversations with our child. Why is it important? It's important to offer choices that help your child assert their independence. Providing them with simple yes and no opportunities during daily routines help your child demonstrate self-direction and confidence. So what we're going to need is, well, here I have pretend fruit, but you're going to use real food. So you're going to have different opportunities and varieties of things for your child to choose from. So on this one, I have more different varieties. So I have a pineapple, we're going to add a plum, maybe a lemon, things like kiwi, cantaloupe, and maybe an orange. So these are different fruits that you can have and help your child, let them know like what they want. So first you're gonna have you're gonna line up the fruit on the table. So you're gonna have all your different options lined up. So these are different options that we have. I'm gonna line it up. And so when you're talking to your child, make sure you kind of like describe, we have a red apple. Do you want your red apple in your fruit salad? All right, give mommy a chance. We're going to take the apple and I'm going to cut it up. And cut it up, and then you're going to have them, maybe you have them use the spoon to scoop it into the fruit salad. And then you ask them the next fruit. Do you want the orange? Yes or no? We want oranges in our fruit salad. So that you're giving them the opportunity to say what they want. So giving them that opportunity to make a choice. It's very important to give your child these opportunities at this age to make choices. So this might be quite a bit of fruit for them to choose from, but you might narrow it down. Which one do you want? You want the grapes or the oranges? Kind of like help them understand like one or the other. And then you'll have it cut it up, and then you might have them help you use the spoon to scoop it into the bowl. Okay. So you're going to acknowledge any verbal and nonverbal cues with your child. So if you see them pointing or touching something, oh yes, I see you're pointing to the apple. Do you want apple? Is that something that you want in your fruit salad? And then you're also going to, as you move down the line, naming each fruit on the bowl, invite your child to smell the fruit. So this could be a sensory activity also. Ask yes or no questions about the looks, the smell, and the taste of each fruit. Show your child the salad in the bowl after you've made each addition. Invite your child to eat when you get to the end of the line. As your child eats, ask if they ask for more. Ask more yes or no questions about the snack. Do you think that pineapple tastes good? So that's a yes or no question. So asking them these different questions, yes or no, help them assert their independence and things that they want and that they don't like. So our develop-centered parenting handout is entitled The Summer Slide, Summer Learning, Lost Facts, and Prevention Tips. So as we know, in the summertime, we can kind of get lax and comfortable and just enjoying that time together with our family. But even though they're not going to be going through the same routine as when they're in school, you should, as you go along the summer, offer different learning opportunities for your child to help them to kind of reduce that loss of timing and the loss of knowledge and that routine while you're on summer vacation. So the last day of school is a time for great excitement when children trade their textbooks, tests, and projects for lazy summer days. It is often a relief for both parent and child to put school away for the summer. Unfortunately, many children do not engage in learning activities into the summer to find they have forgotten things or falling behind their peers once their new school year begins. Summer learning loss, the summer slide, is a phenomenon that occurs when children forget academic materials after taking a long break from school. Research regarding summer loss suggests that you could do the following. They suggest the following. On an average, students lose about 2 months of grade level equivalency in math and reading. Summer loss has a greater impact on low income families, contributing to their achievement gap in reading and between them and their higher income peers. So what you can do as a parent, encourage your child to read. So reading 20 minutes a day with your child. So even though they're not going to be going through that same routine exactly, making sure you make reading a daily experience, reading 20 minutes a day, or visiting the public library with your child. So also unplug from technology every once in a while. Give your child the opportunity to read and escape the heat of the day. So if maybe they've been outside and it's how much some of that you come in after you've done your outdoor activity or whatever you've done for that day, give them some downtime, not just reading or go looking at television or getting on a tablet or things like that, but give them a book. So maybe they can just sit there and turn through the pages and talk to them about the pictures that they're seeing. Another thing you can do is keep books in the car. So maybe like you might have doctor's appointments or you might have different things to hustle and bustle of the summer. Sometimes you have kids that are going to summer camp, or you might have things that you're going to, different appointments that you need to do because you want to handle it before school starts back. Keep books in the car. That's a good thing to help them and keep entertained, even though so they won't have that just to have that opportunity to explore with the books, and just having that there with them will help you. So encourage math skills by creating number books or collecting things during the summer. So this could be things like you can start a rock collection, or maybe if you go to the beach, start a seashell collection, and then you can use that to kind of help with different math concepts with your child. Also provide math workbooks activity to complete on road trips or during quiet time. Encourage your child to keep a reading log and calculate the minutes that they read each week. So if you don't know, there are many different programs that offer incentives for your child reading throughout the year. So I want to say the Houston Public Library offers an incentive, and there's other incentives out there. So if you are interested in like different incentives for your child reading throughout the summer, contact your home visitor and they'll be able to help you with more information. So our family well-being for this week is entitled, That's Not Fair. Having a sibling is a built-in opportunity for children to learn about and balance competing needs. Unfortunately for you, this can be a slow and sometimes bumpy process. All siblings disagree occasionally. So that means sometimes your children might have a fight, or they might want something that the other one have. And it's normal for children to have that type of behaviors. So younger children may be upset when they don't get to do the things that the older siblings get to do. They might feel rejected when the older siblings don't want to play with them. Or they might run out of energy or self-control when they're trying to keep up. So older siblings might be frustrated that younger siblings play with their toys. They might feel like their parents might be spending too much time with their younger siblings, or they might feel overlooked from the different skill levels. This can lead to frustrations when younger siblings cannot keep up. Notice your interaction before and after a disagreement. So as you as a parent, notice what kind of your behaviors that you're having, your children's behaviors that they're having before there's an disagreement, and after. This will help you be able to respond in an effective way. So make sure you're not reacting and responding to what's going on. There's a difference between reacting because they're having that argument or that disagreement, and you just get so frustrated and you just react. So that means it's an emotional place. But making sure you're responding, that means you're kind of stepping back, you're viewing what's going on, and you're going to, I'm not going to say just correct the behavior, but address the behaviors that are going on. So when your child lashes out, it is important to identify what they are actually feeling. So just kind of make sure you observe that child and see what they are feeling at that moment and identify it. Discovering that your child is frustrated, angry, disappointment helps you plan a strategy to restore the peace. So that's the ultimate goal, is to have peace again. So before a fight happens, Help your child identify their feelings. If they're feeling frustrated because their younger sibling knocked over their blocks, help them begin to label these feelings in a conversation. So kind of talk about it. If you see that there's going to be type of conflict that's going on, because I'm pretty sure you know your children and the reactions they're going to have to certain things. Kind of like, hey, I see what just happened. Are you okay? I know you're going to get frustrated, but it's okay. We're going to calm down and give them, acknowledge their feelings and respect their feelings, and then help them able to redirect the behavior as needed to avoid a confrontation. So during a fight, what you can do is stay calm. You as the parent, you're the adult, you need to stay calm. I'm not going to say be able to take control of the situation, but if you're out in an uproar, your children in an uproar, it's going to be hard for everything to come back down to a peaceful moment. Break up the fight, but don't move the children into different rooms if possible. Everyone involved should hear each other's perspective. So everyone involved should be able to hear how the other one was feeling at that moment. Encourage I statements rather than what one child did to the other. So you could say, I feel upset and angry because my tower was knocked down. And then you can empathize with your children, letting your children know that it's okay for them to have these feelings, and help them understand the appropriate way of responding when they're having these feelings. And then after a fight, what you can do. After everyone has calmed down, encourage your children to play together again. Emphasize that fights doesn't mean that they don't like each other. Calmly explain that their actions may have not been appropriate, but they're not bad children. And remember that your child can get better understanding and controlling their emotions as they get older. So remember, this is a process. So it's not going to happen with one time you addressing the situation, but it's going to be a process. So you as a parent, you should reflect on what type of boundaries that you have, you're having your children learn with one another. So I hope this information was helpful for you and your family to help you kind of settle down those civil rivalries.